past and present pairs, how to play. There are 3 different ways to play. Game 1, Matchy Matchy. The object of the game is to be the first player to get the most matching pairs. Remove the lone stocking card, as it will not be used. Separate out 15 pairs of cards, then shuffle and arrange them face down in a grid. The oldest player goes first, then play proceeds clockwise. On your turn, flip over any 2 cards face up so all the players can see them. If it is a match, then collect the cards to a pile in front of you and take another turn. If it is not a match, then return the cards face down and end your turn and the next player goes. Once all the cards have been collected, the game ends and the player with the most cards wins. Game 2, Lone Stocking. The object of the game is to discard all the cards in your hand and not be left with the lone stocking. Add the lone stocking card to the deck and shuffle it. Deal out all the cards to the players one at a time. Some players may have more cards than others. Players look at their own cards but keep them hidden from others. Every player now places all their matching pairs face up on the table in front of them. Then, the oldest player goes first and play proceeds clockwise. On your turn, fan out your cards face down to the player to your left. That player then secretly pulls 1 card and adds it to their hand. If they now have a match in their hand, they can discard it in front of them. Then, your turn ends and the next player goes. Repeat this process, and when someone runs out of cards, then their turns are skipped. Once all the cards have been matched and the lone stocking card is left, then the game ends and the player with the lone stocking card loses and everyone else wins. Game 3, Tall Tales. The object of the game is to be the first player to score 5 points by guessing whether the other players' stories are true or false. Remove the lone stocking card and shuffle the deck and deal 2 cards to each player. Place the remainder of the deck face down in the center of the table. The oldest player goes first, then play proceeds counterclockwise. On your turn, choose one of the 2 cards in your hand and place it face up in front of you for everyone to see. Now, tell a story about the card. The story can be true or false. It can be short, simple, dull, or exciting, but it should be inspired by the card. Once you finish telling your story, every other player now needs to guess whether they think that story was true or false. Each player states their guess, then you reveal if it was true or false. Each player who guessed correctly receives 1 point, which is recorded on a scorepad. Discard your card and draw a new one from the deck. Your turn is now over and the next player goes. Continue playing until one player has 5 points. Then that player is the winner.